screen. Flower City Union having one final get-together to get in the proper headspace for this tilt, and it's a big one.
Yeah, you can see they've been thinking about this game. They probably got a lot of things planned already, especially for the beginning. Is usually how teams like that start. They try to be very solid, not concede early. So we'll see what happens.
Great turnout here tonight inside of Finley Stadium. Stands are still filling up as fans make their way to their seats. And kickoff is underway. Chattanooga Football Club clearing this one down into the attacking third. Dribbled and controlled momentarily before being cleared away from the defensive zone of Flower City Union.
Yeah, CFC playing against the sun, that gotta be tricky to the goalkeeper. That was something we always talked about. You know, the stadium's not necessarily oriented on the correct location, so we're gonna have to deal with the sun in our faces in the first half.
Chattanooga way back with this one along the touchline, tried to send it up through the midfield stripe. Gathered by Elias. He sends it to the far side, and it makes its way out of play. CFC with the throw-in. Taylor Gray with a header. Controlled near that midfield stripe by Chattanooga Football Club in a collision.
You can see already how Gray is playing likely our target man right now, taking that responsibility that was with Marcus. So we might be using him a lot centrally today. So something to look out for sure.
McGrath, the man who went down for a moment there to the turf, able to get up under his own power and get back underway here. I think you're dead on with your analysis of Taylor Gray's role in today's contest. Gray, 1 goal, 4 assists. Entering today, he has been a key piece, a cog in the machine offensively for CFC. Today, they'll be looking to him to score goals.
Yeah, I'm interested today because I haven't seen him playing centrally yet. So see how he behaves out there. You know, of course, he's comfortable out wide. So hopefully he'll do the same in the center today.
Long feed up the pitch there, and Kyle Nelson clears it up into row G of the stands.
Yeah, something after the play there today, you've got to be careful. You know, the referee got to be watching because those plays are very dangerous. Injuries happen like that.
McGrath will make the kick here. Trying to signal some of the CFC players to come back towards him. Loaded up on the penalty arc. Here's the delivery, lofted back end, headered and gathered up by the netminder.
Yeah, it's going to have to be something better in order for us to create a real clear chance.
Taylor Gray bringing some pressure here. Flower City Union working this back and forth. On the far side of the pitch, Gray is still bringing the heat to Kyle Nelson. Dixon there. Nelson sends this out of play.
Yeah, you can see a high line from CFC defending, and that's, you know, working right now. We got that ball out of their feet and outside.
Here's the throw-in. Flower City headed at and immediately out of play. Looking for Oscar Sanchez there, just couldn't hook up, so Chattanooga Football Club will take over. Perez with a throw-in. Dixon tied up. McGrath has this taken away, goes out of play off the foot of Apaku. Perez will throw in again. Louis controlled, sent back to Richard Dixon. Prepolita being pursued by Bulldog. Sent to the far end, and this one will skeeter off of the field. Really no action here to start this one. No scoring chances. Still scoreless through 5 minutes of play inside of Finley Stadium here on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus. Gabriel Schrei here with Zeka Fejas. Appreciate you tuning in wherever you may be. Flower City with a takeaway. Bulldog gives it off here. Sent down into the channel on the far end of the pitch. Into the center of the field. Towards the close end, it's Nelson who tumbles hard there.
You can see, Gabe, both teams nervous, and nobody has yet imposed their game plan. So the ball's, popping around everywhere. Nobody has really done much with it.
Tried to send that to the back end, and it's cleared away quickly by Chattanooga Football Club. Good look by Shahid there, working to create an opportunity. Before the contest, Zeka, we talked about the playbook. We draw some things up to do early on in the contest. How far into the game, how many minutes are you still usually trying to unroll what you came up with prior to kickoff?
Oh, how long it took for me to...
How long do you usually stick with that same plan and that game plan before you start to shake things up?
I would say about half of the first half, if you may, around the 25th minute mark. If things are not working, we got to be thinking of solutions. And Coach Rod, he has a mastermind and also the staff. So we'll see if the game plan is changed a little bit. Maybe some positions are going to see some people shifting around. So here we go.
Here's the takeaway by Chattanooga Football Club. McGrath feeds it to Louis. Defensively, Nelson is there to shut that down. Flower City across the center stripe. Dixon there bringing the pressure. Possession maintained by Apaku. Dipped to the close end, down to Bulldog.
Nice defending right there. Way to keep them out.
Joseph Perez runs him down, sends it over the goal line on the end of the pitch. Antoine with a kick here. As a player, how much peace of mind does it bring you to have a guy like Antoine back there?
Well, it's always good to know you can trust who is, on your goal. So that gives the defenders some confidence, the midfielders. So, it is always a very key position in the game.
A long clear here. Taylor Gray dribbles this momentarily, nearly tackled away by FCU. Chattanooga works it across to the close side.
Yeah, CFC always very confident on the ball, so we got to see that possession becoming chances. We got to be able to create something, especially having the ball so much.
Stripling to Jung Woo So. Give it off, back to McGrath. Dixon kicked this back across, now to Perez. Chattanooga feeling the pressure here, tackled away and cleared momentarily. Prepolita. Around Bulldog.
It's a great ball right there.
Louis loses this in the channel. And over the goal line, this one's out of play.
The ball's getting to Louis in good positions, but he hasn't been able yet to making something happen. You know, we work so hard to get on the wing. When we get there, we got to get a cross in or a shot. You know, something better has to come from that side.
Flower City Union now working to clear this. Sanchez has it taken away by Stripling. Rodriguez there as this one is centered back up to the keeper. Mejia bombs this one to the close side. Perez.
That's that pressure, Gabe, affecting, collecting the ball right away so we can keep possession and keep going relentless until we get, you know, again, that clear chance in front of the goal.
A little bit of a tie-up here. Play continues. You know, it's funny you mentioned the pressure. Something Rod said a few weeks ago that struck me is, it was a cliche you hear a lot in every different sport. He said the best defense is a great offense. But no club embodies that like Chattanooga Football Club.
Yeah, it is part of what you could say, you know, the modern way of playing soccer. You know, once you lose it, you want to get it back straight away. So pressure immediately after you lose so you can retain possession and create more chances.
Bolduc bringing the heat here for Chattanooga Football Club. Taylor Gray has it tackled away. Through the center circle to Ferreira. Returned to Nelson. Shahid with it. Being harassed by Louis. Sent to the backside of the pitch. Long pass made here. Flower City Union trying to work this into the attacking end. Taken away by Chattanooga Football Club.
Here we
And
go.
a clear, but Taylor Gray has a chance to win possession as this one is sent over the goal line.
Yeah, he looked a little off when the ball was played, so a little better timing next time. So, you know, a chance like that can really become something we can score from.
We talked about the U.S. Open Cup during our open for tonight's broadcast, covered it extensively. All 9 NISA clubs competing in the 2023 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Flower City Union and Chattanooga FC were 2 of the winning teams and will both play next week on Wednesday, April 26th. CFC facing Birmingham Legion in the 3rd round. Flower City Union facing Loudoun United FC in the 3rd round. Flower City kicks off at 7 p.m. at Segra Field in Leesburg, Virginia. That'll be a great contest. CFC kicks off at 8 p.m. at Alabama Soccer Stadium in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And if you didn't know, the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup is the oldest soccer tournament in the United States and one of the oldest continuously running soccer competitions in the world. It's been running here stateside since 1914.
Great competition, like we said. You know, it's such a good experience for all these players out there to face, you know, bigger teams, you know, on different leagues. So we are very excited for that game on Wednesday. Hopefully everybody here on this game can finish today fresh and going again on Wednesday.
Should be some electric stuff, and I can't wait to see what both of these clubs put together.
Yeah. There's some stuff going on social media, for sure.
Here we go, set on sides. Dueling for possession, and Mejia makes the smart play coming out of the 6-yard box there. Booming kick headed by Perez, goes out of play.
Yeah, that was the time right there before this kick from the keeper where we tried to win it right away, but we couldn't and punted out. Lucky for them, they kept the ball going that way.
Shahid inbounds. Louis going for the tackle and punts this one up and into the stands.
Yeah, he's motivated, you know, opportunity for him to start today. So I want to see Louis, you know, doing well defensively, as you can see, but also offensively, we need him.
Shahid to the backside of the pitch. Taylor Gray coming aggressively here. Louis as well. Back to Shahid. Nelson sent it over there. Perez takes it away to McGrath. Louis dekes around one defender. Now taken from him right off of the foot by Frederick Apuco. To the far end. Could be a chance here for Flower City Union. Centered up and taken by the boys in blue.
Well, that play started from us not being able to press together. A couple of people got spread out and they got a, some dangerous possession in front of our box, something we want to avoid.
The throw into Bolduc. Flower City Union centering, went for the header, and this one is loose and rolls over the close touchline.
Yeah, that wasn't far at all. Got to be careful.
Bolduc looking to create a scoring chance, nearly able to do so. Taken back away by Flower City Union.
Yeah, that's a clear foul right there.
I believe Prepalita, the player who went down to the turf. He puts us back underway. Still scoreless. Our first really clear scoring chance came just moments ago. Bolduc with a centering pass. Deflected and sent over the close touchline harmlessly.
Now Gray out wide. That's where he wants to.
Gray fires the long ball. Mejia is just going to tumble on top of this.
Yeah, as you can see, when Gray is out on the wing, he looks more comfortable out there.
Two quick scoring chances. Taylor Gray fired the long shot.
Gabe, that change of strategy might just have happened as Gabe and Luis changing positions. That subtle but much needed change might have came from, Coach Rod.
Prepalita feeling the heat. Dishes this away quickly. McGrath being pursued and harassed by Elias. Chattanooga Football Club trying to set something up. McGrath loses it through the center of the pitch. Pass down close end. Taylor Gray. Gray feeds it to Louis. Backside firing and the save.
Good chance, I thought we could have made something better from it. At the end, at least we got a shot on goal. So maybe if we sorted out some of those situations, we might have even a clear chance in front to score.
A good look for Chattanooga Football Club there. Two scoring chances from a similar position on the pitch as well. That one was from maybe 25 yards out, just outside of the 18-yard box.
Yes, McGrath arriving late like he usually does, arriving strong, getting a good shot on goal. He was a little unbalanced. Maybe next time, he'll position himself better, and we know when he does that, he usually ends up at the back of the net.
McGrath is off to a very hot start this season. He's consistently in the mix. Scored 5 goals and assisted on 3 others last season. Already has 2 goals this season.
Yeah, solid midfielder, somebody that Coach Rod definitely trusts a lot. He has shown why. Scoring, assisting, being a very consistent and important player for the team.
Zeka, how many of these guys did you play with?
I play with Dixon. I play against some of them when they were at their time at California United. So I know a couple of the guys for sure. I know very talented group. I wish I was out there playing with them. Looks a lot of fun.
Obviously, Juan Hernandez just wrapped up his playing career, and he's down on the sideline. They sent you to the booth. They sent him to the sideline.
I know, Juan. I'm glad he's still involved. We're very sad to see him stepping away. Such an important figure for the club. He's going to be surely missed, but it's nice to see that he's still around. That's really what we want. Keep, those amazing players and people around us so we can get better and still use their talent in other ways. This
one rolls over the touchline, and we'll go back to Flower City Union. they're expanding their reach, continuing to grow their fan base and looking to grow their name even more under the banner of Salt City Union here in 2023. So exciting news for Flower City Union. They absorbed the Syracuse Pulse indoor soccer team. A great addition to this roster.
Yeah, interesting club. Interesting how they're going by on their growth. You know, each club has their own history. They're building their own. It's nice to see them back on the league. You know, that's what we want to see, consistency throughout the league. So hopefully they can keep going, keep growing. You know, it's important. Not, you know, we cannot just be rooting against our opponents. Sometimes we need them to also grow ourselves.
Bulldog is struggling to stand here. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, man, that turf is ruthless. You know, sometimes by yourself you do something and it is due to the fact that the turf it's a very tough surface to play on.
Throwing down to our left here in the corner, duking it out for possession. This one finds its way over the sideline and a player slow to rise near the corner.
Yeah, it's McGrath. You know, he has so much energy on him. He's a player that arrives at each play, you know, plays all the way through. Something might have, you know, happened over there. I don't think he meant that. But again, a player that's what he does. You know, he's always, you know, everywhere, offers a lot of energy everywhere on the field. So, yeah, not bad at all.
Flower City Union obviously expanding their presence in NISA and as a professional unit. They've also expanded on the women's side. Flower City Union recently announced the formation of their women's club, Flower City 1872, and they'll play in the UWSL.
Yes. Also nice to see the girls, you know, making their presence, making their mark on the league, on the NISA, and yeah, I'm glad CFC, Flower City, all we're going to be involved in many different ways.
Manhattan Soccer Club made a late push in the second half, but Flower City Union's defense was able to hold last time out, and that was mostly thanks to Diakata. He was so electric defensively, and he's been an anchor for this team.
Yeah, they've been pretty solid, but here we go.
Taylor Gray slow to rise in the center of the pitch as there's a battle for possession. Nelson will send this over to Mejia, and he'll get us back underway.
Yeah, Flower City looking solid defensively. You can see their most experienced guys are in the back. It's going to take, you know, something special to break that down, but I believe we have that in our lineup tonight.
Three scoring chances in tonight's contest so far. Still a clean sheet. 22.5 minutes into the first half of play here in the Scenic City. At the 15-minute mark, Bulldog sent one inside. The cross was nearly headed into the twine. Then two back-to-back scoring chances for Chattanooga Football Club. Couldn't find the mark. Now Chattanooga, pass down low, deflected away, a beautiful save by Mejia. Alex McGrath had a beat on it.
Yeah, McGrath again. I mean, that ball coming in, it wasn't an easy ball. He takes a touch, intentionally pulling himself, in a 1v1 against the keeper. He's not able to pull it away, but again, another great chance that he created, not an easy one. So quality for McGrath again.
That was his second scoring chance. Had a short look at the 17-minute mark as well. The Food City corner kick sent into play in the channel. Centered to Dixon. Fires this one and it'll roll over the goal line and out of play harmlessly.
Good idea. We were able to capitalize on it, but I see the intention. Just next time we got to execute it better.
Flower City Union working this one carefully up the pitch. Apaku flipped this away quickly. Back to the likes of Shahid. Apaku's had an interesting career. Went from playing in the streets of Ghana to becoming a pro footballer. Played in the States, Denmark, Albania. He's represented Ghana in international football. Competed on the national U20 team back in 2016. This could be a chance. Bolduc fired. A lot of pressure defensively. Apaku, the boy from Ghana, fires from long range and saved down by the netminder for Chattanooga Football Club.
We got to be careful with those chances. Antoine coming out of the goal. We got to be, extra cautious. That ball's going to bounce everywhere. We got to time it right because chances like that cannot be given so easily. We got to be careful when that ball, especially played high, bouncing, and with speed. We got to have that timing better coming off the goal.
Chattanooga to Taylor Gray. This one goes over the touchline. Gray and CFC will maintain possession. Perez for the throw-in. Louis being harassed. Back to Perez. Taken away by Sanchez. Flower City Union. Long feed. Stripling is there to make things difficult.
Yeah, as we're playing safe now, which I like. We got to shut them down.
Sanchez to the backside on the far channel. Centered up. Here's the long ball, goes wide left over the goal line.
Hey, if this is all they've got, shooting from range, I don't mind. I trust our keeper. I don't believe we're going to concede it from there. So let's keep it look strong defensively and now creating better chances going forward.
Kelf fired a deep shot there. Not on the mark for what he was looking for. Taylor Gray deking. Backdoor feed, headered at. Flower City Union cleared momentarily. Still in the attacking third for Chattanooga Football Club.
Good chance from Gray. I like seeing him now going to his left. He's very comfortable on his right, but now coming on the left and crossing, that also is a good opportunity for us. Be looking to score on those.
Apaku across to Elias, left for Sanchez. Kavanaugh, pursued by Rodriguez, gives it off towards the center stripe.
CFC sitting back a little bit more now.
Yeah, both ball clubs, it kind of feels like there's something they don't like in this moment. CFC, as you said, sitting back in the defensive zone, and Flower City Union stopped. They were pressing, came up looking to bring the heat, now retreating and resetting.
Yeah, you can't press the 90 minutes. You have time. You need times where you need to rest a little bit. So hopefully Flower City doesn't take advantage of that.
Here's the feed to the backside. Flower City Union. Little defensive pressure, trying to keep it alive. Nearly tackled away. Luke Ferreira has this stripped away by CFC.
You can say he got his pocket picked right there.
Prepolita to Perez. Perez with a clearing kick.
There you go.
Beyond Taylor Gray. And Louis couldn't keep it alive. Mejia came way out to greet that and send it up and into the stands.
Yeah, good on their goalkeeper. If we were a little bit faster there, we would have arrived with plenty of time in order to beat the keeper and score next time.
Michael Mejia showing off in the lime green jersey. What a play.
Yeah, impressively from their goalkeeper, and also good from us. We're looking good right now.
That's Taylor Gray sent to McGrath. The intercept made. Flower City Union can't quite keep that alive. Shahid was working with it and went over the touchline.
Yes, we now switching back to that high press time, so they're having a lot of trouble when we're set and we're pressing together.
Still a clean sheet here in the Scenic City. 4 great scoring chances already. First at the 15-minute mark by Bolduc, then Chattanooga Football Club with 3 in a row. 2 by McGrath back-to-back. The last real scoring chance we saw came at the 23-minute mark by Alex McGrath.
Yeah, you can say we had the better chances so far.
This could be one here. That's Luke Ferreira. Ferreira down low. Sanchez along the touchline. Back to him. Rodriguez there bringing the heat. Calfo didn't like something, and so again, Flower City Union will retreat back into a shell.
Luke playing a different role than what he was used to here at CFC. On his time with us, he was more like a striker, and now I see him, you know, playing in the middle, you know, playing more like a playmaker instead of a striker itself.
Looking to feed this up to Elias. Came right back into the boots of Shahid. Nelson to Mejia. 30 minutes gone here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, in a scoreless contest between Chattanooga Football Club and Flower City Union. Flower City Union 1-1 on the season. Chattanooga Football Club undefeated.
Here we go, finding our moments to press. Gotta be careful.
Mejia, there's a collision there down low.
Sometimes you don't mean that, but you arrive late. The keeper ends up extending its leg and it catches the defender there, or, you know, Louis pressing him. I don't think he meant that. It's a dangerous play. I think the yellow card is fair. We got to be careful now because we don't want to repeat that kind of play, and we have now a player on a yellow card.
Caberman White and McGarvey yellow card, got foul vision. Caberman White and McGarvey, eye care can help with that.
We're now picking our moments there to press, Gabe. You know, just picking and choosing the right time to do it. Especially there. There we go.
Chattanooga Football Club looked to feed this backside, and Taylor Gray couldn't reach it before Nelson cut off the pass and cleared it.
That was the right moment to step in. They got a bad touch on the ball. We got it back. A chance didn't came from it, but he could next time.
Perez in the central zone. Right along the midfield stripe to Prepolita. Prepolita calling out to a teammate here, and this one is cleared away as well by Flower City Union.
Yeah, he needs to see more movement from Louis there. He's carrying the ball. He's looking good going forward. Now we need our strikers to, you know, give us some options for us to play maybe a long ball direct, getting, you know, in front of their goal.
Antoine with a long clear, a booming kick, and now Taylor Gray taken to the pitch head first.
Yeah, another dangerous play. We got to be careful on those. Hopefully the referee got a foul. We're definitely going to be thinking about, you know, yellow cards because we got one. We definitely want them to be adding some of that on their list too, you know.
Apoku and Elias arguing with Richard Dixon here. McGrath to take the free kick.
Yeah, you can see the referee caution their player. Maybe, you know, another foul will result in a yellow card, and we want their defenders to start getting yellow cards so we can play at them.
Taylor Gray keeps this alive off of the legs of the defender. Elias runs him down near the goal line. This one will topple out of play.
Another play where Gray gets himself in a good position, but again, we got to see a cross there on his left foot. I know he's not super comfortable on that, but an early cross with those players arriving on top of the box, on top of the 6-yard box, you know, that's where a goal could come from.
Shahid is doing a beautiful job of jockeying him. When he's not directly on him, he's jockeying him very well.
Exactly.
Staying back, bringing a lot of pressure.
So we're pressing them. They give an easy ball out, but they still be able to keep it. We got to be very intentional about our press.
This one's sent back. Flower City Union working down into the offensive end. Through the central zone. A lot of pressure defensively by Chattanooga Football Club. Sanchez loses this. Rodriguez calling for it. Stripling calling for it.
Yeah, I think you went our way.
Stripling will throw in for Chattanooga Football Club. Both clubs take at it there. This one will go to Flower City Union. The throw in. Fed to Nelson. Nelson from the top of the penalty arc.
Yeah, this was a moment we shouldn't have pressed because they played us out easily. Now they're coming at us.
Flower City. Along the touchline. Sanchez. Back to Ferreira. Ferreira. Long feed, close side, Elias. Feeling the heat, centering ball. This one's loose, just wide right, the scoring chance. Unable to find the twine.
You can see, Gabe, their quick switches of play. They end up finding those wide players alone. They're able to get good crosses in. Their best chances came from that. We got to be careful, especially getting broken down on our press. Those chances cannot happen. We've seen it, and then now we got to figure out solutions to prevent it.
Second scoring chance of the day for Flower City Union. Apaku was set up inside. Elias with a beautiful feed. Couldn't quite finish it, and Antoine was drawn out of the goal there, a rare sight. Yellow card flashed here.
Another one of those plays where unintentionally, with the press that we're trying to execute, a leg gets left behind, a collision. Again, it is not intentional. I don't see our players having that kind of mentality, but it happens. We got to be careful. Two players now on the same type of yellow card. You know, we cannot be adding those numbers to our list. That has to be on them, and them causing that kind of trouble with the referee. We always want to stay away from that, especially on the first half. Still in the beginning of the game, you know, we shouldn't be looking at making subs for yellow cards right now. So we need to calm down, relax, put the ball on the ground, press it correctly, you know, keep the composure. So things like that don't happen so often like they are at this point.
That is a Capperman, White, and McGarvey yellow card. Got foul vision. Capperman, White, and McGarvey eye care can help with that.
The referees are talking. I don't know if they've seen something else out there. Again, a lot of eyes on that field. Players got to be careful, even if it's not a play happen when the ball is being played. So we've got to be cautious.
The NISA Independent Cup will return this June and July with 48 clubs competing across 12 regions. 9 regions will have one NISA professional club and 3 clubs from Mexico's LPFMX League that'll anchor 3 additional regions. The tournament is a great opportunity for NISA Nation, NISA affiliate clubs, and independent amateur clubs to test their skills against professional clubs. It'll feature a round-robin format with a 10-point system, and all matches will stream here on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus. More information on club participation, regional assignments, and match dates will be announced at a later date. That's going to be a great tournament and provide a ton of exposure and opportunity for these clubs. Apaku to the back end of the pitch. Chattanooga Football Club centers it to Antoine. "38 minutes into this one here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, between Flower City Union and Chattanooga Football Club, where it is scoreless. We've seen a few scoring chances. CFC with 3 great looks on the net. Flower City Union with 2 great looks. Nearly scored at the 35-minute mark when Apaku took a centering feed and headed it towards the net, but it went wide right.
Yes, we can't let that energy fade away. You know, from the beginning of the game, we got to keep it up. We got to keep, you know, our game plan and executed that all the way through. We cannot sleep on these types of teams. They're experienced, and they will punish us for it.
Unusual to see Chattanooga Football Club not as productive as usual. There's a collision there in the central zone near the midfield stripe.
Yeah, that referee, he got to keep his consistency. You know, he's calling those types of fouls, but not for us, apparently.
And the fans are fired up about that one.
Oh, yeah. We got our yellow cards already. Now we want some for them.
Mejia keeps this one moving. Taylor Gray was in hot pursuit.
Here we go. That's our press working again. As you see, we recover possession. Now it's time.
Chattanooga Football Club. Rodriguez centered. Oh, backside. Juan Luis was in position and just couldn't capitalize.
He shouldn't been there, honestly. You know, he should have kept, you know, maybe 1 yard or two. He wouldn't be offside. He would be just on the back post, and it's an easy tap in, that one. A great ball from Damian. We got to account for those chances. We cannot be missing against a team that is experienced and know how to handle a game if we keep the tie going, you know, into the second half.
Perez with a throw in. Taylor Gray trying to keep this moving. A collision there. Mejia will take over. Flower City Union possession.
Yeah, good press again. We win it back. We create a chance. I mean, if this is how our goal is going to come, you better do so on the first half.
Paku floated that one up. Just a few minutes remaining here in this first half of action in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 6 scoring chances, 4 of them for Chattanooga Football Club, 1 just moments ago for Luis, who had a beautiful feed from Rodriguez. Just not quite set up to place at home. Perez deking about, feeling the heat, able to get away from Apaku.
Some good individual play, but not so good composure following that through.
McGrath being harassed by Elias. Now Calfo trying to clear it. This one spirals out of control, and now the call.
McGrath with a lot of energy, you know, fighting, competing in the middle, win a free kick for us. For me, that really wasn't a foul, but I take it.
So McGrath setting up for the free kick. In the central zone here, down on the edge of the attacking third. Looking to capitalize. Trio of defenders in front of him.
We need to be aiming at Perpelita, a strong player in the air, tall, you know, very experienced defender who can, you know, use those chances. Oh, not good enough, guys. Come on.
McGrath touches that, and so Bolduc came up behind him and tried to tackle the ball away.
Yeah, we're trying to be sneaky, but nothing came from it. So keep it simple, guys. Next chance. Next free kick. Next free kick.
Garcia Sosa tackled hard. Dixon with possession. Prepolita has this stolen away by Calfo. Flower City Union with a beautiful turnover. Opaku harassed by Perez. In the close side channel down near the corner. Here's the centering feed. Headered at by Prepolita. Chattanooga Football Club with possession.
Flower City now offering some pressure.
Be sure to stay tuned for the halftime break for our cause of the match. Habitat for Humanity of Chattanooga. And I saw the great photos on Twitter. They got the guys out there building houses. The boys in blue working the nail gun.
It's the, you know, the community aspect of this team. You know, we were able to do things in our neighborhoods, in Chattanooga, which is a very unique thing.
Richard Dixon is fired up.
Yeah, dangerous play there in the middle again. I don't see a card coming from it. I mean, if that wasn't enough for a card, I know what else we need to do, you know, in order for their players to start seeing the yellow as well.
Back underway, Perez over to Prepolita. Long feed. Collin tried to dump this. Flower City looking for the clear, won't be able to obtain it. Apaku pursuing Perez. Deeks on side, pass to McGrath is taken away. Another collision. Apaku's slow to rise now, and the fans are fired up on that.
Here we go. Trouble in the field right now. You know, you've seen yellow cards being shown for us. No yellows for them. Dixon comes in and ends their play with a tough foul, in my opinion, deserving of a yellow card. We'll see what the referee will do.
The only player that checked on Apaku was Garcia Sosa, the Chattanooga Football Club player.
I know, they didn't even care for him.
Everybody else was fighting.
They just cared for that yellow card, honestly. It didn't look like he got injured, but again, it was a dangerous play. We've seen yellow cards twice already. We can't have a third player added to that list. Come on, guys. We're better than that. We need to play with the ball on our feet, you know, not give away chances that will require us for finishing counterattacks like such.
Long feed backside for Flower City Union. Looking for that centering pass. We do have 2 minutes of added time here. Antoine comes out, greets this, batted away. Taylor Gray leaves it off. Now it comes to him. McGray across the midfield stripe, centering feed. Trying to dribble with this. Rodriguez. Some pressure on him. Fires the long ball. Mejia with the save. Collin back to Rodriguez. A nutmeg momentarily. Now the clear over the touchline. A lot of action there very quickly.
Yeah, some good chances from Damian. He creating a lot of trouble for that back line. You know, that was a good early shot. Caught the goalkeeper surprised, but he was able to make a good save. Again, we got to keep knocking on that door.
We're in added time here. Need more time for your business? Contact HHM for all of your accounting needs and to buy some more time. Time winding quickly. Ball is in play in the corner, down in the bottom of that channel. Now it's sent up and into the stands.
I'm glad we were able to keep them on that corner. Now let's not let the ball escape from there.
Flower City Union. The throw into Ferreira.
There we go, I take that.
Into the VIP seating on the far end of the stadium here. Fans are chanting. Rodriguez has this tackled away. Elias with a nifty move. Now play is stopped as we have reached the end of our added time here in the first half. Some great scoring chances. We saw 4 for Chattanooga, 2 for Flower City Union. Zeka, any thoughts going into the halftime break?
Well, I thought we looked good in a couple of occasions. I still think we're a little disconnected defensively. You know, sometimes pressing, sometimes not pressing. We got to have that clear message throughout, you know, because their chances are coming from breaking our press, playing through, switch the ball quickly, and getting some of those crosses in. Buzz into our airplane. It's tricky.
Even the flight is 90 minutes, but, you know, by the time you check your bags and go through the gates.
Yeah, and God knows if they're flying to Chattanooga or Atlanta or something. I mean, you still got to get some ways around here.
I got to say, and I know the city and the municipalities here are going to love this. I love the Chattanooga Metro Airport. That's a great airport.
It's the best. You pretty much walk in and you're into your flight. No security. I mean, the security's there, but you just pretty much walk through. It's the best.
It's fantastic. You can get there. Now, I'm not encouraging this. You can get there 20 minutes before your flight takes off. And
well,
that might be pushing it, but
I think 22 is my record. I'm just kidding.
Flower City can't maintain possession there as this one rattles over the goal line. Antoine. Just a few moments into the second half of this contest, rolling it over. Prepolita. The feed to Rodriguez. Garcia Sosa. Bulldog tried to cut off that pass as it went to Prepolita. Perez to Gray. Gray goes up the pitch, and this one out of play.
Yeah, we're trying to combine, but if we are to do so, it's got to be faster and sharper.
Bolduc battling for this one. Taylor Gray through the center circle.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't lose there.
Able to regather it just long enough to send it back to Prepolita. Bit of a collision here. Richard Dixon still down on the pitch.
Yeah, that's not a good picture. You don't want to see Richard going down, one of our main players, more experienced. You know he doesn't fake anything. If something that it is bothering him, he will, make notice of it. So hopefully nothing too serious that will stop him from playing the game.
Bolduc, Sanchez, and Elias all checking on Richard Dixon, the experienced captain of Chattanooga Football Club. He's the oldest player on the roster, actually.
I'm telling Richard, at age, he might count some numbers, but I mean, he plays like he's still 20.
"33 years old, the youngest player on the Chattanooga Football Club roster. 20 years old is Damian Rodriguez.
It's a generation gap right there.
It's just a whole decade.
I know, man. It gets tricky with those young guys.
How do you think that is in the locker room?
The locker room is, the music. When people start picking music, and then you see the different eras starting to appear. I mean, that's when you notice, that the generations there.
On the flip side, Joel Favard, the youngest player on the Flower City Union roster, born in 2003, is also 20 years old. Michael Cunningham, we talked about him during the pregame, born in February of '91, 32 years old.
Yeah, you got some experienced players out there. Very similar mix of age, as you can see with CFC. So similar clubs and similar, times. It's nice to see, a spread across the age groups.
Perez throws in to Prepolita. The long ball on the clear. Flower City Union centers this up to Mejia, and he will bomb this away from the box. Trying to relegate the danger here. Here comes Chattanooga Football Club again. Taylor Gray centered this up to McGrath. He has it stripped away. Beautiful play by Sanchez there. Flower City Union to Ferreira. Ferreira back to Sanchez. Kavanaugh with it from the channel. Big play by Dixon to make a defensive effort to strip this away.
I'm glad we stopped that counterattack. Again, us keeping the ball for way too long, losing it, and conceding the counter. We got to avoid those types of situations.
Nelson up to Kavanaugh. He's right in the corner here. And Stripling will send this one out of play.
Yeah, CFC, got countered, but not a clear chance coming from it. So let's keep it that way if counterattacks start to happen.
So this will be a Food City corner kick for Flower City Union. Antoine has some help there. 3 friendly white kits in front of him. Opaku parked in front. Here it is. Antoine comes out, greets this, and gathers it beautifully in midair.
Yeah, he's not only tall, he can jump too.
Golden gloves.
That's what it takes, if you want to receive that type of award, you got to have that in your locker.
On the close end, moving with good pace, Garcia Sosa. Sosa from the top of the penalty arc, wide left.
Nice from Sosa, dribbling the ball through the middle, but what I would like to see is our strikers making better runs. We're still with those vertical, straight into the goal, which are tricky, very hard to play. Again, we need to use our width, and be able to create more from those types of situations.
Mejia to the back end. Nelson won't keep it for long. Garcia Sosa bringing the heat here.
Again, a good press from CFC, a good moment. We're able to keep their ball in their half. Now, can we pick it back into our possession in those types of places in the field and then create a chance from it?
Flower City Union. Lost possession in the central zone. That's Prempelita across the midfield stripe. Maybe a bit of danger there. Kavanaugh went back to Mejia. Rainbow ball up the pitch, down along the touchline, near side. Kavanaugh again harassed by Rodriguez. Flower City will clear this back to Chattanooga.
You see our defenders having to take action, dribbling that ball through the middle, because sometimes that's not really happening across the field. So are we either going to have our midfielders do that kind of job, or should we count always on the quality of our defenders to create some of those chances? So let's be better and combine with more people in order to get in front of their goal.
Chattanooga Football Club setting up here in the offensive end. This one goes out of play over the goal line.
Good movements, good runs. Let's execute it now.
Mejia with the kick here. No scoring chances here in this second half of play. Garcia Sosa did have a shot, but it was wide left. Rodriguez, defended by Kavanaugh.
I love the way Darmian moves. You know, he has such quick feet and ability with the ball. It's so nice to see.
Dixon across to Gray. Taylor Gray. Gray with a move. Gray with a burst. Looking inside. Rodriguez. Kavanaugh flips this over, and it is cleared by Flower City.
A good run from Gray. Darmian wanting to be cute with the ball, taking another touch in order to finish. Sometimes those gotta go in on the first touch. Should have used his left. He instead chosen taking another touch, and then that ball escaped him.
Spoke to Coach Sullivan prior to today's contest, and Zeka, he told me to keep an eye on Luke Ferreira.
Yeah, he's a player who definitely has a chip on his shoulder, you know, playing against the team he used to play for. But so far, I thought we kept him quiet, nothing really from him. So let's hope that stays consistent with the second half.
Rodriguez around Kavanaugh looking for Taylor Gray backside, and Gray just not in position to make it to the ball in time.
When Darmian has it, we know he has the ability to get the byline. He's fast, he's quick, he moves well. Now, can we make those runs across the goal earlier? So when the ball's played, we're there just again for a tap in into the net.
I spoke to Coach Rod Underwood prior to tonight's contest as well. He was feeling good. You know Coach Underwood, he has that great demeanor. He's so fun to talk to, so fun to work with. He told me the keys to tonight's contest: remain focused, stay on priorities, trust the process, and understand your role.
Yeah, that's key today. We didn't play midweek. We had a week, for training. So we should be fresh and ready to go today. So let's see if that translates into, a couple of subs at this second half.
Taylor Gray with a throw in. Check that. Perez will throw in. Perez with possession now. Splits the difference between Flower City defenders.
When we break that line of defense, now we got to release the ball. Otherwise, chances come from that.
Great job by Flower City picking up possession, but unable to get ahead of steam as they break into the offensive third.
Nice look.
Garcia Sosa looking for Louis. Taken away by FCU. Mejia clearing this one with a booming kick into the central zone. And going down right on the edge of the center circle.
Flower City not offering much this second half. We definitely have the ball most of the time, but I would like for us to create more chances. Still, not a clear one on the second half.
Zach, I love all the international flags here. They're down to our right, down by the Chattahooligans. 7 international players on the roster for the Chattanooga Football Club, 2 international players for Flower City Union.
Yeah, the team has always had that international presence. That was my time here. You know, I'm from Brazil. I'm an international player myself. And seeing CFC keeping that in its core, it's very important. You know, it's a multicultural team. It's a multicultural city. So, I mean, that makes sense, you know. So I love seeing that representation on the field.
Throw-in will come on the far end of the pitch here for Flower City Union. Chattanooga Football Club stringing together a couple of passes.
Nice ball from Dixon.
Momentarily loose, Taylor Gray harassed here by Sanchez. 3 defenders there as Kyle Nelson cuts him off in the corner as well.
Gray's such a creative player, you know, even surrounded by 3 to 4 players, he's able to, you know, get through them, you know, get a corner for us, you know, a very key player for our team, definitely. I mean, I believe that's the player who puts the most amount of minutes last season, if I'm not mistaken.
Here comes the Food City corner kick for Chattanooga Football Club. Long ball gloved away by Mejia. CFC to it first. Calfo there defending Rodriguez, and Kavanaugh sends it over the goal line.
You see Damian receiving, pushing down the line. I'm glad to see the runs happen earlier. Unfortunately, that ball didn't make it through. But now I think we're alert that whenever Damian has it on that kind of situation, the ball's coming across, and we got to be able to finish.
Chattanooga again from the corner. McGrath feeds it inside, cleared by Flower City.
Another set piece that we probably had something planned. It wasn't executed well. That has to be frustrated for the defenders, especially who are in the box, trying to get a finish, trying to get a chance, you know, making all their way there. So if we are going to do those types of play, we got to be able to execute it better.
Chattanooga Football Club looking for a way to penetrate through the central zone here.
This is better from CFC.
Taylor Gray through the channel. Looking inside, dekes around one defender. Ball is popped up and over the goal line. They'll say that stayed in play.
Once we build well, we can isolate our better players, and then on a 1v1 situation, they're most likely to win and create chances from it.
This is Ferreira. Ferreira being heckled here as he feeds it to Kavanaugh. Down along the touchline, now out of play.
Flower City counterattacks not really being dangerous on the second half, which I'm glad to see. Our chances are coming more often. Now, can we make them a little more clear chances in front of that goal?
Zeka, we were talking about all the beautiful flags down there by the Chatahooligans, the international representation this club has. It's not just represented internationally here in the stadium or in this community. Fans all over the world watch Chattanooga Football Club on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus. So a little shout out to Lizzie and Victoria in the United Kingdom, who were photographed wearing a Chattanooga Football Club stocking cap at a Manchester United contest. Thank you for watching CFC.
Hey, Lizzie and Victoria, thank you so much for the support all over the world, as you can see. I mean, this club is so special. Moments like these, I mean, I'm so glad to see that happening everywhere.
That's something that's really central to Chattanooga Football Club, but I think that's what the NISA League is about. It's about bringing the fans in and bringing this homey central experience. Everybody is part of it, and it makes for a special moment.
I mean, it is the uniqueness of this league, and I think CFC definitely stands out and leads the pack when it comes to that kind of mentality. So it's just a beautiful thing to be involved in this club.
Chattanooga was looking on sides for a moment. Now Mejia clears this. Standing tall defensively, Garcia Sosa turns, passes it around Sanchez up top. Taylor Gray fires a blast, and the howitzer is deflected by Nelson up into the stands.
Again, another chance, Gray on a 1v1. Nothing from this time, but again, he's getting there, he's getting those chances, he's getting the ball on the situations we want him to create.
Chattanooga Football Club with possession momentarily, trying to battle this down towards the box. Flowers City Union clears it to the center circle, where CFC takes back over with the ball.
Our back line looking very solid on the second half. You know, the communication is there, the players are moving well, are defending well. So let's keep it that way, you know, so more and more chances we can be more and more confident going forward.
Fans in Rochester, you can visit the website of Flowers City Union to buy tickets for their next home game. They also play under the banner of Salt City Union. Chattanooga fans, whether you're local or not, or you're going to make the trip to purchase tickets, you can visit ChattanoogaFC.com. Click on the Tickets tab in the top navigation bar. You can also buy tickets in person at the CFC store. Now here's Taylor Gray giving you a reason to buy those tickets, and looks like he may be offside.
Hey, that was a tough call, Gabe. I'm not sure about that one. You know, unfortunately, we don't have VAR, which, you know, I'm kind of glad. I'm not a big fan of VAR. But right there, I mean, that lineman, you know, ballsy to have called that play.
Wow. That was a close one. Mejia will clear this again. Flowers City Union over the center stripe. Colin Stripling takes it away. Kavanaugh there defensively trying to shut this down. CFC centers it up to Prepelita.
Flower City cannot create on the second half.
A quick look at the table and where it stands right now. On top, Chattanooga FC. They're in the first place spot. LA Force in the 2 spot. Maryland Bobcats coming in 3rd. Flower City Union currently in the 7th spot.
Hey, Gabe, I think we're about to see a sub, which I'm glad. You know, we need a little energy. Somebody maybe up top. We're going to be switching up over there. Hopefully, that's the time that we're going to see, you know, that energy, that new player fresh coming in from the bench, creating more clear chances and better chances for us.
5 goal scorers in the win against Albion San Diego for Chattanooga Football Club. Prepelita scored, then McGrath, Gray, and Nagelstad. The 5th scorer was Lenny Lopez, and that appears to be the sub.
Yeah, I'm glad to see him. He looked good on that game where he scored, you know, so definitely a player that we can count on to do that for us today.
Chattanooga biding their time. Low action in the second half. 6 quality scoring chances in the first half of play. Not a ton of heat here in half number 2. As I say that, Flower City Union down near the edge of the box. Pass inside, and the feed is deflected away defensively before it even reaches Antoine.
Nice job from Perpelita. And again, you're right about that. Not a lot of chances happening. So, again, a perfect time for us. It's calling for it.
Juan Louis comes out. Lenny Lopez onto the pitch for Chattanooga Football Club.
A good performance from Juan Louis. He worked hard defensively. He created a couple of chances going forward. I'm glad to see him, involved, stepping in for Nagelstadt today. And now, with the sub coming in from Lenny Lopez, maybe more chances also appearing.
From the edge of the far channel, Flower City Union. This one goes behind the net. I wouldn't say we've seen a real, genuine scoring chance here in this second half of play.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't. But again, I think we're very close, and I don't doubt that once that chance appears, that will be it that takes us to get, 1-0 on the score sheet.
Repelita and Chattanooga Football Club working with the ball. We talked a lot about the cause of the match, Habitat for Humanity Chattanooga. You can visit them on their website, follow along with them on social media to help with their mission and their cause. So much charitable work done. Ronald McDonald House last time was the home cause of the match for Chattanooga Football Club. Many more causes of the match coming up this season. You can see them all at ChattanoogaFC.com. Flower City Union also does a lot of charitable work. Recently visited the Rochester Child First Network. It's a not-for-profit agency dedicated to advancing the quality of early education and child care in Western New York. The players read to children there, so you love to see that. That's kind of another staple and pillar of what the NISA League has done, is lift up the communities these clubs are in.
Yeah, it's nice to see, teams across the country in NISA doing that, extending their reach, giving back to the community, because this is what this is about for these clubs. They're part of this league.
Here comes Chattanooga Football Club. Taylor Gray. Gray double teamed and tied up and goes down hard.
That's a PK for us right there.
The penalty kick for Chattanooga Football Club, as Taylor Gray is still down along the goal line here.
Gabe, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm doubtful about this PK call. I take it for sure. Gray has done definitely enough to, put some question marks into the referee's head. So, penalty for us, a chance. Looks like Richard Dixon is the one taking it. Definitely a lot of experience there from him. The absence of Nagelstadt today, who probably would be the preferred kicker of that PK. But Richard, no doubt, has quality, experience in order to make this 1-0 to CFC.
33 years old, perhaps the oldest player in the league, Richard Dixon.
Hey, I like the attitude. Immediately, he caught the ball. He called the responsibility. I mean, it is a good sign.
The fans are fired up, getting into it here, on their feet, chanting and clapping. Mejia, back between the post, warming up and looking ready. Dixon looking off up onto the hill before taking the penalty kick. To the referee he looks. It's time. Dixon fires the score! Chattanooga Football Club leads 1-0. Richard Dixon gives the boys in blue the lead in the 70th minute of play.
There we go, Gabe. Richard making it happen. Our captain, our leader. We can trust him, as you can see. I'm so glad for him. Richard is a close friend of mine. So being up here, broadcasting my first game, I'm so glad that the first goal that I witnessed next to you is from Richard.
His first goal of the season for Chattanooga Football Club. Look at the smiles and hugs of the coaching staff.
I mean, you be sure that his wife, his daughter out here, I'm so glad they witnessed that with him. He has a family that he's creating, he's growing here in the city. Such a great guy. I really, really like Richard.
And now the game has changed just like that. In the 70th minute, a penalty kick and a goal by Richard Dixon and Chattanooga Football Club. It's 1-0 here in the Scenic City with just 20 minutes left to go. Do you throw the playbook out and it's a totally different ball game at this point now, Zeka?
No, I think we got to continue with our game plan. It is working. They were not getting a lot of chances from that. So now we got to be careful because they're definitely motivated, and we got to keep our composure.
1-0, 6 scoring chances in the first half. Silence for many, many minutes in the second half. Then in the 70th minute, a penalty kick for a goal by Richard Dixon.
Yeah, and we just seen Rich there flying to a challenge, which again, he has to be careful. He's on that yellow card, if I'm not mistaken.
Dixon skying this one out of play over the touchline. The ball boy gives it off to Kavanaugh. Flower City will throw in as we're going to get a substitution here for Flower City Union. I believe Sanchez will get a change out as Stewart will come into the ball game.
As you could see, Gabe, we made our sub a little earlier than them, and that really helped us to get that going scoring opportunity that results into a PK that we scored on. Now Flower City might be trying the same thing, get some fresh legs out there, so let's be careful in identifying those guys come in so we can shut them down, not letting them creating their chances.
Logan Lee substituting into the game as well. I believe Shahid comes off in his place. Logan Lee, it was his birthday this week. They gave him a hard time at practice, ran up the tunnel, and they were just beating on him. Looked like he was having a good time, though.
Man, there's some traditions in soccer that are kind of hard to explain.
Let's give him a concussion. Happy birthday.
I know, right? You're welcome.
Chattanooga Football Club. Rodriguez with it. Making his way over the midline.
Oh, what a ball.
That was a beautiful feed indeed. Backside. Could be a scoring chance for Chattanooga, and this one defended beautifully by Mejia. Ball is still loose down by the 6-yard box. Now the goalie will gather it.
A great chance, led off from McGrath, driving through that middle, releasing out wide. We play right back to him. Unfortunately, the keeper was right there. He did well, stayed solid on his line. Again, a good chance from us that we can keep building, even though we are already 1-0 on the score sheet.
Centered up near the midline stripe, and now the official will signal for this to be turned back over to Flower City. Rochester, New York's favorite ball club here. And this one lost over the goal line.
I take that. That's, I think, one of their players that just came on. You're seeing a lot of energy, but again, he, ran away with the ball, and I take that.
Yeah, Stewart gets the nod here. A lot of energy, a lot of excitement, a lot of pressure. It's late in the ball game, trailing by 1. That's understandable. That's going to happen.
Yeah, some nerves too. You can see some players just coming in the field, not really understanding how the game is being played and adjusting to that.
Garcia Sosa gave it off to Stripling.
Not a good place to give it away.
Stewart had a chance at redemption right there. Gets possession, gives it off. This is Ferreira. Ferreira. A little feed backside over to Bulldog, and he sends this up onto the Brazeway.
Yeah, Flower City really didn't take advantage of that turn away. And luckily for us, that just ended up with a far away shot from long range, which very doubtful that for them to score on Ontois from there.
1-0 here in the 75th minute. Our goal coming 5 minutes ago as Richard Dixon blasted one in on the penalty kick. That was our first Rodizio Grill goal of the evening here in Chattanooga. Rodizio Grill downtown. If you've never been, you have to go. They'll serve you the best meats right to your table. It's awesome. You just flip a little cone over, you put the green side up, and they don't stop coming. You can't eat it fast enough. You have to go.
Definitely a unique experience in Chattanooga.
Here comes Chattanooga FC. On sides near the 18-yard box. The give back to Stripling. Richard Dixon calling out to a teammate. Lots of contact here. Two players tied up. Collin has it taken away. Sent over the touchline by Ferreira.
You can see Lenny Lopez, a true 9, good hold up of the ball, releasing it, combining it, keep us possession, not really losing in those kinds of situations. So good from him so far.
Stripling to throw in. Coming into the 77th minute here. Flower City Union running out of time to make something happen. Taylor Gray near the edge of the box, dribbling with it. Here's a give. Lopez went to Gray. Gray had it taken away. Cleared by Flower City Union. Ferreira trying to chase this down. Prepolita beat him to it.
Gray usually does well in those types of situations. The ball skate from him, understandable. You know, we're approaching the 77th minute or the 78th minute mark, so it is expected that he's lacking a little bit of energy. But again, we've got to be careful even giving the ball away in those kinds of places.
Kavanaugh trying to work this, sent it out of play off of Rodriguez. Ferreira with the throw in. To the far end of the pitch, Nelson. Flower City Union through the central zone. Chattanooga Football Club will gather this near the touchline.
We got a release.
Into the attacking third. CFC looking for the feed into the box. Taylor Gray with it. Gray. To the close side. That's Rodriguez. Kavanaugh there defensively. Rodriguez being harassed. Two defenders now. Tries for the centering pass, and Kavanaugh deflects it over the goal line.
I'm so glad to see Damian, you know, not losing the ball easily, you know, going at the defenders with some good skill, good footwork, keeping that consistency even deep into the second half. Now some confusion there. Seems that the ball was, you know, a corner kick, but they picked it up and almost started with a goal kick.
That was a great try. I'm a big fan of that move. That's the kind of stuff, you know, I played sports, not at this level by any means. I played high school sports.
Right.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to just take the ball and walk away like you got it.
Yeah, you got to own to
play.
it, you know. Some referees will fall for him, but luckily not now.
Food City corner kick for Chattanooga Football Club. I was wondering if that was going to fly. I was like, I think this is flying. It did not.
Yeah, you know, you're being pressed with the things players can fake it these days.
Rodriguez takes it back from Garcia Sosa. Centering pass, and Mejia saw that coming, beat Lopez to the ball. Into the central zone, Flower City Union. Elias to the far end of the pitch. Back and forth. Skying here.
Keeping it simple, you know, getting the ball out of that danger place there in front of our box. I don't mind sometimes clearing those types of clearances.
Garcia Sosa going to get a change here. Alvarenga will come into the game. It looks like we'll see Mwape as well. Mwape has put together quite a body of work already this season. 2 goals, beautiful, beautiful scores.
Yes, it shows the depth in our lineup. Players who come in the field, and there are players who can affect the game, as we've seen. CFC game's plan today is to start in the line of pressure with our forward line, and I'm glad that we're going to keep fresh legs on those types of positions so we can keep pressing Flower City, keep freshing legs, and keeping that ball on their field.
Rodriguez gets the change for Mwape. Rodriguez so beloved here locally in this southeastern Tennessee, northwestern Georgia area.
Yeah, just a local boy, you know. I've seen him growing up. I was there when he first arrived for his first practice, just against as a practice player at that time. Showed great skill. He used to, you know, go through us at that age. He was a lot younger than a couple of years ago, and it's so nice to see his development. His game today was brilliant. You know, he affected the game in great ways. So it's so nice to see that happening with him, a person who has so much identification with the club, with this area here of the country.
Antoine puts us back underway. We're closing in on the 82nd minute. I'm fairly certain we'll have some added time here, but
yeah, not too much. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of injuries sometimes, you know, some when the ball was played out wide for way too long, that didn't happen as much. So maybe 1 or 2 minutes.
Dixon couldn't gather this pass. Kavanaugh with it near the close touch line. Feeling the pressure, nearly tackled.
Not bad from Luke right there.
Two quick passes. Elias to the top of the 18-yard box. Now on the edge of the penalty arc, it's Elias again.
You can see CFC sacrifices in defending and how that's paying off for us.
Logan Lee, the long ball, headed away by Chattanooga. The give to Ferreira. Luke Ferreira centered up to Bulldog. He's double teamed. Taylor Gray comes away with it, and now the clear. And the intercept by Kyle Nelson in the center circle.
Yeah, CFC defending well. It is a team effort. I'm glad everybody's tuning the same page, even though Flower City is building well. They're not able to create a chance from it, which I don't mind.
Flower City carrying this down offensively towards the box. A collision there, and now taken away by Chattanooga Football Club.
Well defended by McGrath right there in front of our box. I'm glad the referee didn't call it a foul. That was not a foul for me.
Wape. Two quick passes for CFC.
Quality from us.
Over the midfield stripe, that's Perez. Calfo there. Logan Lee defensively matched up against Taylor Gray. Gray with a deke. Centering feed, looking for Perez or Lopez down inside, is deflected away by Logan Lee.
For our to play those crosses, I would like to see them coming in early, but I'm also glad that we're able to keep isolating our most dangerous players on 1v1 situations. That's how our goals came from, you know. So let's keep building on those.
Stewart bringing the pressure. Prepolita working this through the center circle. Chattanooga Football Club to Mwape. Stripling with it now. Closing in on the 85th minute, one goal. It's 1-0. Chattanooga Football Club leading Flower City Union. That goal came in the 70th minute on a penalty kick by Richard Dixon. 7 other scoring chances in tonight's contest, 5 of them for Chattanooga Football Club with shots on goal. Flower City Union. If the Rochester, New York-based franchise would like to carry a W and some points of them back home on the bus, or even a draw, now is the time.
Yeah, they're going to have to do a little better than what they're doing in the second half. CFC showing a lot of experience, a great defensive effort from the whole team. You know, even though they have fresh legs out there, I haven't seen much of dangerous plays from Flower City, which is good to see. You know, I think definitely improvements from last season I'm witnessing right here on this game.
Josue Cartagena getting the change for Angelo Calfo here. First hint at shaking up the lineup for Flower City Union.
Yeah, they got to try something.
Kavanaugh centers this. Comes directly back to him. Now to Mejia. He lost it, and it goes over the goal line.
I mean, that's what that press will do to you. It's mentally taxing as well on the players when you see a whole group of people coming towards you, and sometimes you forget about the ball. And that's what just happened there. The keeper missed kick. Luckily for him, the ball was not directly going towards the goal. But again, it shows you what that press can do, even on good players such as their goalkeeper.
So now we'll have a Food City corner kick for Chattanooga Football Club. They just touched this over the line. Mwape looking to Lopez. He headers it towards Mejia, who easily gathers this on the edge of the 6-yard box.
What I didn't like about that is that, again, weren't able to get a cross in from a corner, which again is another play that we didn't use in our advantage in order to, maybe get a chance in front of their goal.
Chattanooga FC's home crowd, the stands, getting into this now, chanting a bit. To the close end along the touchline, Mwape, defended by Kavanaugh. Mwape looks to flip this back across, and it's taken away by Flower City Union. Kavanaugh will throw in now.
He lost it there, but at least he was able to keep it there, which is okay.
We're closing in on the 88th minute of play here inside of Finley Stadium, where it's 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club here on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus. Gabriel Schrei here with Zeka Fejas. Thank you for tuning in wherever you may be. It's been a beautiful evening of football here for NISA League regular season action. It's a little chilly now. We're down to about 60 degrees, but it was a sunny evening.
Yeah, I'm sure the players appreciate that.
This one tipped up by Prepolita. Ferreira took the long shot. Logan Lee along the edge of the penalty box. Perez tries to take it away from Apaku. He keeps it in the channel. Centered and headed out by Chattanooga Football Club. All the way to the close end of the pitch, it's Luke Ferreira again. To Kavanaugh.
We're looking sharp defensively the second half for sure, Gabe.
Josue, a long pass to Apaku. McGrath trying to clear this away. Comes up against Logan Lee. Now Taylor Gray has this intercepted by Logan Lee.
Some miscommunication there, a chance that could have come from that kind of counterattack situation. We're not able to capitalize on it. We missed the ball, we lost it. Now it is our time to win it back again.
Flower City Union to the close touch line. That's Ferreira. He's double teamed. Split the difference between two defenders. Ferreira, the feed to Stewart. Ball is loose on the edge of the box, and now a careful clear back towards the center of the pitch by Chattanooga Football Club. Won't last long. Here's Flower City. A little nutbag by Kavanaugh. Stewart takes it away from Mwape. Centering feed, and now the clear. Again, not entirely cleared, just momentarily. Logan Lee after this one, and again rolls off of the pitch.
Not a clear chance from Flower City, but those situations are starting to make me a little uncomfortable. The ball's hanging around inside of our box. The ball is going inside of our box. The referee has already called a PK for us. You know, I wouldn't doubt that on a situation when a challenge, even a 50-50 challenge, he could have called a PK for them too. So we're either going to clear that ball out of our half and out of our box, or we're going to have to change some of the, strategy here.
Flower City Union, time has expired, and we have 4 minutes of added time.
Yeah, it's a bit much, in my opinion. I didn't think we had enough situations that required that. We had a couple of subs, but 4 minutes sounds a little harsh.
Is your business running out of time? Need more time? You know who can get it. HHM has all your added time and your accounting needs. Trouble near the midfield stripe here. Both ball clubs battling for it. Flower City Union loses this momentarily. Prepolita will throw in for Chattanooga Football Club. Fans getting fired up. Score is 1-0. 5 scoring chances for Chattanooga Football Club today, 2 for Flower City Union. The goal came in the 70th minute on a penalty kick by Richard Dixon.
The key here is to stay composed, Gabe. We don't want to give anything easy at the end of this game.
Taylor Gray along the touchline, jostled. Kavanaugh will throw in for Flower City. FCU to the offensive end, won't last long. Again sent out of play, this time by Prepolita. Ferreira sends this out. Chattanooga Football Club trying to keep it alive. Alvarenga. We're a little over 60 seconds into added time. Fans getting louder and louder here inside of Fort Finley in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Taylor Gray along the close touchline. Looking back door, this one cut off by Logan Lee.
Not a good place to lose the ball there, but gladly McGrath steps in and recovers for us.
Alex McGrath being pursued and has Logan Lee between him and the net, and now he goes down on the far side of the pitch in the channel.
How's that not a foul? Gets pushed in the back. Not good from the referee right there. There you go. Sabo.
Mejia puts us back underway quickly. Flower City Union, we've already seen about 2 minutes of added time here in Chattanooga.
We got to be concerned about the ball, not with the body right there. We could have had recovery of the ball if we were focused on it.
Logan Lee defended by Mwape. With a rainbow ball up the pitch. Battle for it here down near the corner. This one skeeters out of play.
Chance for them.
That's Elias with a Food City corner kick. Taking his time, getting set. We've already seen 3 full minutes of added time. A sense of urgency for Flower City Union. Here's the corner kick. Headered at, it's loose in the edge of the 18-yard box, and Perez clears this.
Good clearance right there. That's it, there we go.
Full time here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, a 1-0 victory for the boys in blue. Of course, they're wearing all white kits tonight, their new uniforms. What a win at home.
Yeah, important point.